Hi guys, my name is Natanya and I'm going to do a question and answer video based on my egg donation experience. I have a few questions that I've collected from my social media and I'm just going to go through them now. The first question that I got is, do you have to have a certain BMI? The answer is you have to have a healthy BMI based on your height and your weight. The second question is, you have to take contraception. For my first donation, yes, I did have to take contraception. I just took the pill, but I think it was around 2 months. This was so that me and the recipient could lie in together, and we were both on contraception. Like, stopped taking the contraception, and then we both have our periods, and then that's where the journey of starting injections, and I don't know what the recipient has to do, but I had to start my injections and have my blood tests and scans and everything like that. Going on to my second donation, I haven't taken contraception because I can do the donation in my own time and they'll just freeze my eggs. Do you get to choose the family who received the eggs? If you were donating or helping a friend or family members, then you would know who it is. But in my case, I don't know the family, never met them, never will. But there is a questionnaire that you fill out right at the beginning. Basically asks you who you want your eggs to go to. For example, if you want a same-sex couple to have your eggs, you can either say yes and no. You can, all these other questions anyway. So you have a way of narrowing down who a group of people to have your eggs, but you can't necessarily choose and say that person, I want them to have my eggs, unless you know them. The next question is, do you get to know if your eggs are successful? You've donated, they tell you how many eggs that you can you did donate. For example, my first donation, I donated 14 eggs. After donating your eggs, you can find out whether there was a live birth from your donation. So I did my first donation in April, and I'll probably wait till April again and I'll give them a call to see if there's been any live births from my first donation. They'll be able to tell you like small information. The next question is, what is the process once eggs are fully developed? So after like a week or so, you'll be having scans and they'll tell you the size of the eggs and things like that, and then from the scans they'll be able to indicate when you can have your last injection. Once they're fully developed, they're taken out. How many times do you have to inject yourself? So I don't have a specific answer, as the injections can vary depending on the development of the eggs. But I think my first donation I think maybe around I did 14 injections maybe over the space of around 7 to 8 days. Do you meet the people receiving the donation, or both parties kept private? Again, everything's private, so you don't have any information about each other. You won't even be in the clinic at the same time, so you'll never come across the person who you will be donating to. And also, you can keep yourself anonymous, or you can be an open donor, which I am, and the child can read a letter that you've made at 16, or they can also contact you at 18. What made you decide to become an egg donor? My main reason was the fact that not a lot of African Caribbean people donate. I always think if I was in that position, I'd rather have that option of being able to have IVF or whatever way of having a kid and not making it lengthy and difficult. Did you discuss this with your family and partner? Do you think it's good to discuss this with family or your partner, and would their opinions change your mind? I did discuss it with like my mom. She had no problem with it, but when it came to my partner, obviously that is a deeper discussion, as I'm donating my eggs for someone before I'm even having kids. It is a conversation to have. Not many people will agree on it, but it was something I was passionate about, especially when I was doing my first cycle. Would their opinions change your mind? Yes, but at the same time, no. If you're really passionate about something and a person understands that you really want to do something, it's something you've thought about for a long time, then they should be able to understand where you're coming from. Obviously, there is like I said, I haven't had my kids, and I am limited to donating 3 times. Yeah, it's a deeper conversation to have with your partner, and obviously it's a conversation where you're taking everyone's opinions and you weigh things up. So yeah, it all depends on a person. Is there a certain amount of eggs they take, and are all the eggs used? I don't think they take all the eggs, because sometimes they're not developed enough to be taken. A lot of the eggs will be frozen, or they'll be used. Well, a lot of the eggs will be frozen because you can't use them all at the same time. As I've said, I donated 14 eggs. I've personally signed up and allowed my eggs to be on the scientific basis. Like, if they're not able to be developed and used to make a child, my eggs that are not good quality will go to students who are practicing to be in that profession, to be able to practice freezing them, for example. Do they go to one couple or woman, or will they be used for multiple couples? There is the option of having one sole recipient. There is the ability to have 2 separate recipients for one of your donations. Do you have to confine taking contraceptive pills? When you are donating, you do need whatever contraceptive method you are on. They'll probably tell you to go onto the pill, as it is easier to come on and off. Whereas maybe the implant, you don't know when your period is coming, or it might not even come at all. Is it painful? I wouldn't say it's painful, it's discomfort. I had discomfort because I overstimulated with eggs. My first cycle was uncomfortable, especially towards the end, but after that it goes back to normal. You have another period. I think I had 2 periods in one month. After that, you just go back to normal. Is there any side effects? There is some side effects. Like I said, I'd had overstimulation of the follicles. There is the possibility of bleeding. There is also the possibility of when they're retrieving the eggs, it could go into other surrounding organs, which can also lead to infection. So with every procedure, there is side effects and possibilities. Is it inconvenient to lifestyle, meals, and the gym? So meals, not a problem. Continued with the same meals. Didn't eat less, didn't eat more, just kept the same. Gym, I'd say I didn't probably go. You have bloating. So obviously when you're on your period, you have like slight bloating. Well, I do. So it's like this, similar to that, but more on the uncomfortable side. After donation, if you did donate, it'd have to be probably around a time where you can take time off work if you are working, or and you also have to have someone who's able to look after you within, well, those 24 hours afterwards, just to make sure everything's fine. Will you have any regrets in the future about my donation? No, I won't regret it. I'm just glad that I'm able to help out a couple or a single mother to achieve something that they've always wanted, and giving them that chance, that thing that I've always dreamed of. Yeah, I don't feel any type of way, and I don't think I would in the future. Yeah, maybe when I'm older, I'm like, oh, maybe I want to know what they look like or how they are in life. They're not legally mine, they might be genetically mine. I'm just glad that I was able to help someone. So no, there's no regret. There probably will never be any regret. It's my first video. I just wanted to make sure I answer people's questions on egg donation, as I don't see a lot on YouTube or on social media anyways. So I just wanted to answer a couple of questions. I may do another video on the actual process, like showing what types of medication I have, the questionnaires, the paperwork that I've had to do. But yeah, bye guys.